So the first series against NaRa. NaRa is like a professional Hearthstone player for Team Valencia. He's the teammate of Evangelion and the teammate of the Fallen. Let's go. He left my Shaman open, which was weird. He banned my Warrior, so I had Shaman, Druid, and Warlock. I cannot really remember what classes he had. I think he had the Tempo Mage, so like Mage. He also had Druid, and his last class, I banned his Shaman. He did not have Warrior. I think he had Warlock, if I'm not wrong. Okay, I will move the mouse cursor so you can see like a bit better. Okay. Here I'm waiting for him to like select the deck. Maybe I can skip it a bit ahead. Okay. So already the mulligan stage. He opens with a mage, which is like probably his only great counter to Shaman. I have a very easy mulligan decision. No matter if he's Tempo Mage or Freeze, I assume he's Tempo because everybody likes Tempo, nobody brings Freeze. Nobody's like crazy enough to like bring Freeze Mage to these tournaments. And against Tempo Mage, if you start Spirit Claw Stalnos, there's like almost nothing they can do. You are gonna deal with the early game threats and apply so much pressure that you're gonna beat them very easily. I think this is correct. I mean, you could make a case for keeping Fiend from below. It's actually a good keep in some of the matchups. But I don't think it's good enough versus Tempo Mage. Already the hand is like looking insane with like double Spirit Claws and Totem Golem. This is actually a really strong hand, especially if he's Tempo Mage. Okay, let's pause right here. Here is like a very interesting spot. In a way, you should maybe play Talnos and hit it, because then he has to ping your Talnos and you play Golem on free. At the same time, if you play Golem, how is he gonna deal with it? And if you play Golem, you are gonna be having 2 mana on turn 3, so it's exactly perfect to play Talnos. I think both plays are fine. I'm not sure which one is better. I go for the Talnos quite fast, but maybe I should have considered the other line too. Like, you go Golem, you contest the Mana Worm. He's probably gonna like Frostbolt it, then I go like Talnos and I hit it. And then I end up with like having 4 mana, a Talnos and a Totem Golem. Pretty easy to kill both. While going for the Talnos play, I force him to remove the Talnos before he plays anything else, basically cancelling his turn 2. Then I go Golem on 3, but that's the disadvantage. Then I'll have only 3 mana on turn 4 too. Maybe I should just use spacebar? This is like a better way to pause and unpause. See, now he pings the Talnos, so Totem Golem is basically empty board. Drawing the Ferals is like insane. Drawing the Ferals makes my play better, because now I can also curve out. Like, the only disadvantage of my play is that curving out is not that smoothly, but Feral Spirits allows for like some very smooth curving. Also, Earthshock is attacking my Shaman deck. The way I built my Shaman deck was I wanted to like make it the best around against decks that would counter it. And I assume that people are gonna let Shaman open if they play like the Warrior with Zoff and with the 1/1 thing. So I was like, yeah, let's put an Earthshock in there. And Earthshock is also good against Freeze Mage and against some other and against Hunters that would also like let your deck free. At the same time, it's also not bad against Tempo Mage. You can just use it as like a 1 mana deal some damage thing. Now he's pretty lost. Just Talnos and pings. Here I even decide to like kill his Talnos, like you Earthshock it and you cut his You cut his value. He's like one of the best values you can get. Just destroy his card draw while overextending the board. This game is very interesting towards the end, by the way. Okay, so everything is going good. His turn 5 is probably like Azure Drake. That's usually his turn 5 of Tempo Mage. We could even consider hexing that. It's not even that bad. But now something interesting will happen. Just watch closely.
I wonder.
He's just pinging face and passing. This tells me like, hey, what is this guy planning? What is this guy doing? I know he still has the coin, so I'm like, if I play bars, he's gonna coin Flame Strike. Then I play Thunder Bluff, he's gonna Fireball Thunder Bluff. Greenship is saying that Golem in the middle is not correct. Yeah, probably. Like here, if you play bars, he's gonna coin Flame Strike 100%. So I was thinking of playing Thunder Bluff just to like play on Flame Strike. Here I figure out he still has the coin. He didn't do anything on 5, so I'm like a bit puzzled. Very interesting turn. I end up just going for the Thunder Bluff. Obviously this could also like backfire a little. If you play the Thunder Bluff like this, if he has Fireball, he's gonna like Fireball Thunder Bluff. And then do you play bars? Do you not? You probably don't play bars. You probably wait with the bars. You probably just hero power. But I play the Thunder Bluff because I want him to Fireball the Thunder Bluff. I want him to use his resources this way. And I want him to not have access to his play that he wanted to make. He either has Firelance, Portal, or Flame Strike, or both. Playing bars would be suicidal. He just whacks my entire board. I play Thunder Bluff. If he manages to kill Thunder Bluff, I lose the game. Or at least I'm very much behind. There is a reason why he let Shaman not banned. He probably had some counters to it. And I assume Tempo Mage is like the counter deck. He just draws this turn. He doesn't even kill my Thunder Bluff. Or does he? Oh, he does. He does. Never mind. Never mind. Forget what I said. Okay. I don't think I play anything here, to be honest. Is it too greedy? I might play the Drake. I don't remember what I did. Okay. This I'm not sure. How good was this? If you play the Drake, you get Flame Strike. The thing is that now, if he has Firelance Portal, he can Firelance Portal my guy. He can Firelance this guy. And then I'm not in the best of shapes. Then I can just go Drake and like hit a guy, or Drake and Hex, which is fine. And then you might force a Flame Strike too. But if you go Drake now, you cycle one card, then you force him to Flame Strike. And then you have bars. It's not that great, but at least you're not weak to Firelance. This is like a bit weak to Firelance. Probably Draking here was correct. I think Draking there was correct. I was very afraid that I give him too much value of Flame Strike, and I was afraid that Barnes on turn 8 was not going to be strong enough. I will draw Ragnaros soon, I think, so if I would have played Drake, I would have been in a good spot. If I'm not wrong. But I was afraid that if I wouldn't find Ragnaros or Alakir, I would be like way too much behind him. And now he Firelands and he puts himself kind of ahead, but not really because he gets the Harambe, which dies to my weapon. Now I'm still like in a good spot. Now I Drake, I have Rag. Just hero power, hit it. I will keep my weapon, nobody plays weapon removal in Tempo Mage. And now he's already in a spot where he needs to Flame Strike, right? He needs to. He cannot just leave this alone. But yeah, I agree with you guys in chat. I think I should have played Drake there. Yes, he would Flame Strike me one turn earlier. Yes, he would still have Firelands Portal. But I still think Drake was better. No, I just Rag. Rag is like insane against Tempo Mage. This is correct, right? Like, Tempo Mage doesn't have like a really good way of dealing with Rag. And don't tell me Bubbling Book into Polymorph because that's not gonna happen every time. You just don't have a good way to deal with it. So every damage point is important. Well, if he loses this Rag flip, he loses the game. But he hits my Rag. Like, if his Rag his face, I just win the game. I go like, Hex, Maelstrom, Hero Power, I already can kill him. If not, I put him at 1 HP. So basically, he had a 50-50 to not lose the game here. He won the 50-50, so let's see how this continues. I draw Bloodlust, cheeky card. Also because he's good against the counter decks. He's good against the decks that will let like Shaman free. My Shaman was so greedy. Now I'm like, hey, what is this? I'll probably just Hex it and not attack it, and kill it next turn. Yeah. Probably the only play. If something sticks, I win the game. This game is also super important, because Tempo Mage is the only counter he has to Shaman. I don't know why he opened with the only counter he has to Shaman. Maybe he expected me to go Shaman, I don't know. But if I would go for something else and I would beat his Tempo Mage with another deck, my Shaman would have like a free pass. This already looks troublesome. Okay, let's pause right here. What do you guys think is the line? You hero power. If you get spell power, you obviously Maelstrom. If you don't, I think you still Maelstrom, Storm, Horse Rider, just to push in some damage. Don't you guys agree? Let's see how this plays out. Spell power. Now I might just Lightning Storm, for example. Or I might just go like Horse Rider Storm. Yeah, I go Horse Rider first to test for Entity. Then I go for Maelstrom. Yeah, now I don't need to Lightning Storm now. Now I think if it's worth playing around Vaporize and shit like that. The thing is that if you hit this guy with your Horse Rider, then he can just ping it. And then you're still playing to Vaporize. If you just go face and kill Flamewaker, yeah, I mean you have to kill Flamewaker. You cannot leave Flamewaker up because you win if your minions stick. It's a pretty hard turn, I don't know.
Elements guide me.
I end up hitting him in the face, or do I? It's a hard decision. Okay, he has Vaporize. So I'm forced to trade. Yeah. Was there like a better approach? I don't think it was better to trade the guy and then hit him in the face for free. This seems fine. I hit him for more next turn. My minions sneak, I win.
I serve the Fire Lord.
So basically, if my minions both stick, I win the game. I have 3, 4, plus 6, exactly 10. It's probably his only spell, so he needs to kill something. Kills my Finley. And I top deck Bolt. And that's lethal. It's exactly lethal. It's like 3 plus 3 plus 4. It was in a way lucky, because if this would die, I wouldn't have anything. But I could go on in this game for a bit more. I could just roll spell power, Storm, clear the board, and then survive some more turns. was a very close game. The only thing I could have done differently was playing the Drake on that turn. Like, I played nicely around Flame Strike one turn. I think I played nicely around it. But the second turn I played around Flame Strike was a bit too much. I was a bit too creative. I had to like assess the risks a bit better. I had to be like, hey, if he has Firelands, I get a bit too punished. So here I go 1-0. And he has like Druid and some other bad matchup for him left. Yeah, Druid and Rogue I think he had. Yeah, he has Druid and Rogue. So his lineup was like Druid, Rogue, Tempo Mage. So basically his only good counter for Shaman is Tempo Mage. Druid and Rogue are super bad. Shaman starter pack. Interesting mulligan. I could keep... I mean, you keep Spirit Claws. Talnos, not really that good against Rogue. I think Drake is even better. What do you guys think? Is it bad if I keep Drake against Rogue? I personally still like it now. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I still like it now, the keeping Drake against Rogue. I don't think it's bad. Is it too slow? Too greedy? Keep Talnos mulligan the Drake. I mean, what do you want Talnos for? They rarely play their SI, and by the time they play their SI, you probably have spell power anyways. But Drake is like so nice because he has the 4/4 body, which is not easy for them to remove. Greenship would only keep the Spirit Claws. I'm also thinking the same way, maybe. Maybe I should have just pitched the Drake away. I think it's very close with the power strength of the Drake. I hit Golem, so it's all good. But yeah, I think it's very close. Get back the Talnos. I don't really want to coin Golem, because I have no turn 3 play. Just take it slowly. Just Golem on 2, and then chill. And then coin Drake. That was my plan. I see second Spirit Claw, so that gives me like the option to just hit face. You just want more cards and jam them. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna see green ship. But I think Drake can help you with the Smorking. His spell power too gives you card draw. We'll see how the Drake plays out. We'll see. You can tell me after the game if the Drake keep was good. Just watch the game and we'll see. I mean, yeah, we should tell overall how it's gonna be before the game. I thought in that exact moment that he's gonna be okay, the Drake. We're gonna see if he's gonna be okay or not. I hit spell power, so I just start jamming him. He seems to have a very bad hand. I don't think he plays anything even on turn 4, if I can remember correctly. It was the first round of Swiss, so I don't have that great of a memory to remember every single turn of every single game. I could if I wanted. Like, if I wanted to like do it for sure, I could just remember every single turn of a Hearthstone game, of every game I played in a tournament. But that doesn't help me with anything. No, I just coin a Drake. Yeah, I do another Drake, but I can just play the other Drake next turn if he kills this Drake. He invested a ton of resources into killing my board, so this Drake offers some nice pushing potential. Right? Yeah, here if you would have had like perhaps Spell Van Cleef, I would be in not the best of shapes. Now I have the second Drake to kill his SI. So I managed to use both Drakes, including the one that I kept in my starting hand. I still think it was a good keep, or a reasonable keep. There might have been some situations where I wouldn't want to have the Drake, but I think overall it was fine. I think Drake is good against like Rogue, Warrior if you already have Spirit Claws, maybe against Druid too. Just helps you smoothen out the curve. What is going on? This is probably the most difficult turn of the entire game here. I'm like, what do I do? Okay. Let's pause. You guys see the hand, right? So what do we do? I think you want to remove the bars. If you don't remove the bars, he can do a lot of nasty things to you. So you probably have a bolt for the bars. You probably want to play the thing from below, or the Feral Spirits. You can go like Trog, Feral Spirits, Bolt, Spirit Claws. You can go like Trog, Bolt, thing from below, and trade the Drake into the Emperor. I think all these lines are okay. I don't think you want to play Talnos. Let's see what you don't want to play. You don't want to play Talnos because the extra spell power doesn't help you with anything. You want to keep Talnos for like later turns where you might want to hit for 3 damage with the Spirit Claws. Full face is definitely something I don't want to do, because if he manages to clear my board and gets another Emperor charge, then it's super bad. I want to kill the Emperor for sure. I might not kill Barnes, but I want to kill Emperor. So you don't want to play Talnos, you don't want to play Thunder Bluff. And the others, I'm not sure. I don't think you ever want to play double Bolt. And you always want to play one Bolt. I think I traded into Emperor and into Bars. I still put myself in a good spot. Rock Bolt, Feral Claws. I think I go for Thing from below, not for Ferals. But yeah, that was also like a good play. Probably better. I go for the Trog, I go for the Bolt. And here I could go Feral Claws, or I could trade the Drake and play Thing from below. I can tell you what I was thinking. My reasoning was like, it's already a super hard to deal with board. I can play Ferals next turn and take him by surprise. While if I play Ferals now, Thing from below next turn is going to be like way weaker. Like if I play Thing from below now, I get more damage. And then if he somehow manages to deal with one of those minions, I play Ferals, I play Talnos, I play Claws, and I protect my Talnos and my Claws and I just start hitting him in the face. But maybe it was just better to go for Spirit Claws and Talnos. You get one attack already. So with that attack we kind of make up for the damage from Thing from below. I like the first part of the play, the Trog Bolt, but yeah, I think it's a bit better to go Feral's weapon than Thing from below. But this is also like fine, it's like the second best play. He doesn't have Concede in that deck because he's playing Malygos. So Auctioneer can die very easily. That's all he can do. Now he can do more things. I can go like I should go Talos Bolt all the time. And then with other 3 mana you either Hero Power Spirit Claws or just Feral Spirits. And I went for the Hero Power. I wanted to start hitting with the Spirit Claws. It's fine. Again, I think it was better to play Feral Spirits like the turn before, and then now I would have the thing from below. I still won the game, but yeah, I made the suboptimal play. It's a small difference, but it might have mattered in some situations. There's no way I lose this game, but just saying, I should have played Feral 2 turns ago. And I would also have like a better turn now.
So many options.
So here I'm to 0, let's keep to the... You can already see from the video length what is going to happen. Spoiler alert. This game is like, again, the not to draw. Just open with Trog. And I think I hit Totem Golem? Or do I hit Flame Tongue? I might just go for Flame Tongue and try to like rush him down. I think this game ends super fast. Let's just watch. Here I go for Flame Tongue over Hero Powering. I kind of like doing this play so many times, especially if I have Feral in my hand, because if he has a Wrath, he's very inclined to Wrath the Flame Tongue instead of Wrathing the Trog. And then the Trog still sticks for Ferals. While if you Hero Power, Trog is Wrathed, you play Ferals, and then you Flame Tongue the Ferals, but you miss so much damage. While if they Wrath the Flame Tongue, you just play Ferals and you cash in on the Trog, and you make up for the Flame Tongue damage. I think going Hero Power is a bit too slow, especially when I want to play Horse Rider on 3. I want to just jam him. Like if I go Hero Power, turn 3 I Horse Rider, I already lose value. Then turn 4 I can Flame Tongue, but I have lost the value already. So it is correct probably to Flame Tongue, especially with Horse Rider in hand. I mean without it I probably wouldn't do it. Without Horse Rider or Feral Spirits I wouldn't do it. He just Hero Powers. He has nothing again. So I'm like, yeah, okay. 4 damage. Don't worry, the cavalry's here. I have the bolt. BAM! The top deck Ferals. It's just game. Shaman broke back. It's turn 4. He's at 11. This game, the only decision was playing Flame Tongue or not, and I did it correctly. So at least I played this game perfectly, but I should have played the other 2 games perfectly too. In both games I had like 1 mistake, which could have mattered, but it didn't, but it could have. So I shouldn't make it anymore. That guy will ban Shaman next time. I mean, he came into the tournament with the strategy of not banning Shaman. Yeah, here you play too, you want the damage. The thing is that you expect every opponent of yours to have Shaman, so you better have solid counters. I don't think Tempo Mage is that solid. And he also opened with it. I think Mali Rogue is like an okay matchup. Tempo Mage is like an okay matchup. And Druid is unfavored against Shaman. So he has 2 okay matchups and an unfavored one. I'm not sure if that's rock solid when you're gonna face every opponent having Shaman. Yeah, that's the first series against NaRa from Valencia CFE. 3-0 for me. Yeah, some thoughts on the series. I think I could have played better game 1 and game 2. Game 1 I played around Flamestrike really nicely one turn, but the second turn I overdid it. I should have played the Drake and let myself get Flamestrike because it plays better around Firelands. He Firelanced, but he got a shitty minion and that allowed me to like Drake and cash in on that. Maybe it ended up okay, but it could have ended up very badly if he would have gotten a better minion in that spot. And against the Rogue, I definitely should have played the Feral Spirits over the Thing from Below, so I can also feed the Spirit Claws and maximize the damage and have the Thing from Below for the next turn, and Feral is like more sticky. Yeah, okay.